Flooding in Plant City, just inland from Tampa, was described as staggering by city manager Bill McDaniel. Rescue teams saved 35 people overnight, with McDaniel estimating that the city had received 13.5 inches of rain. Milton accelerated east-northeast across central Florida and was expected to be over the Atlantic Ocean by Thursday morning as the sun rose, currently located near the Orlando metropolitan area. Flash flood emergencies were in effect for Pasco, Hillsborough, and Polk counties, including Lakeland, Winter Haven, and Wesley Chapel. Rainfall amounts ranged from 8 to 12 inches. Southern Pinellas County, coastal Hillsborough, and western Manatee County saw rainfalls of over 19 inches. Downtown Tampa and St. Petersburg were severely affected, with waist-high floodwaters reported in Tampa due to torrential rain. Storm surge reached around 6 feet near Sarasota, while a 6-foot surge was recorded from Naples to Charlotte Harbor. At the same time, Tampa Bay's northern and saltwater levels dropped by 5 feet, while the bay's mouth experienced a 2-foot surge. Before Milton made landfall, heavy rains and tornadoes hit several areas in South Florida on Wednesday morning, worsening throughout the day. A tornado struck the sparsely populated Everglades and appeared to touch down in Fort Myers, breaking tree branches and tearing the canopy off a gas station. The Spanish Lakes Country Club near Fort Pierce, on Florida's Atlantic coast, was especially hard-hit, with many homes destroyed and several residents killed. Around 125 homes were destroyed before the storm made landfall, according to Florida's Emergency Management Director. About 90 minutes after landfall, Milton was downgraded to a Category 2 hurricane. By early Thursday, the storm had further weakened to a Category 1 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of around 85 miles per hour, 135 kilometers per hour, as it moved off the state near Cape Canaveral. Milton produced 27 tornadoes across Florida, causing widespread destruction. It made landfall as a Category 3 hurricane near Siesta Key in Sarasota County on Wednesday evening and weakened to Category 1 overnight, with wind speeds dropping to 90 miles per hour. About 125 homes were destroyed, primarily in senior mobile home communities. Power outages affected more than 3 million homes and businesses, with Sarasota and Manatee counties hit the hardest. Tampa Bay avoided a direct hit, but still faced significant storm surge threats. Coastal areas like Sarasota and Fort Myers were at high risk of flooding. High winds damaged Tropicana Field and caused cranes to collapse in St. Petersburg. Fortunately, no casualties were reported from these incidents, though flooding remains a significant threat. Water outages occurred due to broken water mains in affected areas, while heavy rain continued to heighten flood risks along rivers and lakes. About 100,000 people are currently in evacuation shelters across Florida. President Biden warned that Hurricane Milton could be one of Florida's most devastating storms. He urged residents to follow local authorities' guidance for safety. The National Weather Service is still confirming reports of tornadoes across the state, with meteorologists noting unusually intense tornado activity with this storm. Tornado warnings remain in effect for many areas. Rescue teams are clearing debris and restoring access to affected areas. Flooding remains a significant risk, particularly with rising water levels. Recovery efforts are underway, but full restoration will take time. The Florida National Guard has been mobilized for rescue and relief operations. As Milton moves toward the Atlantic, the East Coast braces for potential impacts. Cleanup and recovery efforts have begun statewide as Florida prepares for a long recovery period following Hurricane Milton's destruction.